Some of what he and his running mate are saying, well, it's just plain weird.
These guys are just weird. That's who they are.
As weird and creepy as J.D. Vance.
Super weird idea from J.D. Vance.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's quite weird. They're just plain weird.
Just plain weird.
Just plain weird.
That stuff is weird. They come across weird, and then they start being weird. Yeah, they're weird.
Being a really weird.
He's such a weirdo.
Donald Trump and his weirdo running mate, they're weird. Deeply and profoundly weird.
They are weird.
These Republicans just being weird, it's just weird. It's really weird.
Republican weirdness goes even deeper.
He said a lot of things that are weird, a weird style that he brings, weird policies. Let's start with the weird thing, because it is a thing.
Just plain weird.
What was weird was talking about Diet Mountain Dew. Who drinks Diet Mountain Dew?
You ever seen the guy laugh? That seems very weird to me, that an adult can go through 6.5 years of being in the public eye. If he has laughed, it's at someone, not with someone. That is weird behavior.
Weird and cultish.
These are weird people on the other side.
He kind of doubled down on his weird ideas.
I think weird is probably generous.
Simply weird. These guys are just plain weird.
Vance as weird?
You know, as the campaign said, weird.
It really is just plain weird.
J.D. Vance, plain weird.
I mean, I don't know how else you could read it.
Weird. It is kind of weird.
We're not afraid of weird people.
The other side, they're just weird. Why are you being so weird?
Vance has done something more extreme, more weird.
No matter what kind of weird stuff they keep saying.
Trump and Vance are just weird, in addition to being dangerous to democracy.
That's the weird part that's the most engaging.
Whom he addressed as my beautiful Christians, which was super weird.
Weird tech bro, J.D. Vance.
He's a weird guy.
J.D. Vance, uneasy and sort of weird.
Frankly, for lack of a better word, that he's weird.
Sarcastic remarks that aren't even funny, and he kind of shows that he can't really deliver a one-liner.
So, Sam, weird is the word here in terms of initial impressions from Vance.
Yet again, they just keep doing the same thing. And I'm so glad that we have this right here, that we have compilations that we can break down, that we're in an era where we can call these people out for what they're doing. It's obvious that they have the same speechwriter. It's obvious. I don't know who this 8-year-old that's the luckiest kid in the world that's able to write all the talking points for these Democrats, but they're living a life. Because somehow they can write a script that says a respected politician is just weird, and it allows it to go through. It goes through so well and works so well that every single Democrat voice says the same thing. Now, the world is a stage, as I say many times, and it's pretty obvious that these people are playing a role, because you don't just somehow say the same thing in the same tone, in the same use of words. So, okay, they said the word weird, but how is it that it applies to the same person over and over again? That whole J.D. Vance weird thing, now that the election is done, it's time for people to look back and see that the talking points that were used were far from authentic. Now, if you're a Democrat and you're watching this, don't you deserve more? Don't you feel like you deserve more transparency than what they simply just give you? Like, seriously, how can they present a message to you over and over again and tell you with a straight face that they respect your opinion and respect your perception of reality if they constantly skew it? There were things to complain about with J.D. Vance and Trump, but just to call them weird, that's not a winning strategy. And now we're hearing that AOC is about to run for president. Can you imagine the talking points that they're going to use? It's the copy and paste talking points. There's a reason why conservatives don't have these compilations. I don't care. If you're a Democrat, I know it doesn't feel good to hear negatives about your party, but this is how we improve. Hey, conservatives always cook their party, always arguing with each other. We had the most infighting I ever seen over those past 3 years. But know this, we improved through it. And it's time for liberals to get to that point themselves and start addressing their problems so they can improve. Become a better party to help us make a better country, because they are feeding you talking points. They are feeding you BS. They don't respect your opinions. They're saying the same thing over and over. You're a grown man or a grown woman, and they think saying someone is weird is what can sway your vote. Well, you responded by voting for Trump this year, because a lot of y'all didn't. There's a lot of you just didn't vote. But it's time to get vocal. This stuff will not continue to stand with them constantly disrespecting the intelligence of adults by saying the same thing over and over and over again. They're even wearing similar clothing. And God, honestly, it feels as if the same person is giving the same message. There are at least 4 to 5 different similar compilations showing Democrat speakers having the same opinion, saying the same thing under the same tone. It gets to the point where we can admit we're being sold a lie. I'm tired of the propaganda myself, and just honestly, to be in a country where this is legal, it makes no sense. It should be treasonous. It should be treasonous to copy and paste talking points. I feel like in America, you should have organic talking points. If you're a speaker, you hold a lot of responsibility by being put in front of an audience of thousands to millions of people. So I feel like, is it a stretch to say that everyone that is speaking should have their own original thought or be prosecuted if not? Because if you're just simply able to copy and paste the talking points to someone and you can claim, oh, it just came from this speechwriter, or oh, it came from this PR, how do you know who they working with? How do you not know if another country is paying them to pay you to say what you're saying? That's why it needs to be original. That's why Trump won. People tired of those teleprompters. We saw the teleprompter glitches at the DNC. We saw the teleprompter glitches at the Kamala Harris rallies. And it's for good reason. People are tired of this shit. People want real authentic speaking. We don't want to read. We don't want to hear someone that is reading the script. We want to hear someone that is reading their own heart. We're ready for authenticity, which is why Mark Zuckerberg has switched up his entire strategy. Mark Zuckerberg is now coming off as a family man, as a humble person, and most importantly, a libertarian, as if he's going to visit Trump and trying to right his wrongs. It's because people want a relatable figure. They don't want that big, powerful billionaire that's so cool that you want to be like him when you get older. No, people in 2024, they want someone that's just like them where they are now. People want to be met where they are. They don't want to have to come to you anymore. They don't want to have to come to you as a leader or a superior. They want to be met as an equal. And the Conservative Party has done an amazing job at that, especially without the alienation of our voters. How? Because we didn't platform celebrities time and time again, which didn't make our regular voters feel as if they're insignificant. Our campaign was focused on the average voter, which is why we won. Not on talking points, not on propaganda, on pure love, interaction, and American experiences. I believe that is a formula moving forward. I think it was already moving that way before the Trump election. And I don't think it's slowing down any. People want authentic, and the world will become more authentic because of it. Because regardless of this world being a stage, as always, the audience is the one that is truly in control. And the stage doesn't become powerful until they can convince the people that they aren't. They are simply the entertainment for all of us. It's time to hold them accountable and tell them to change the program, or we're canceling the show. Please like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated.